All right, what's going on, guys? I want to talk about like this really weird, kind of interesting week I had. I don't even know where to start with this. I think a few days ago, I will be 25 soon. Like, I think next month, actually, like a month from, what day is today? It's the 30th right now. So yeah, in exactly a month, on the 1st of January, I'll be 25. And I don't know, I just kind of realized that, like, I think I'll just be alone forever. Like, there's just, I'm so lost socially with people that, like, I don't even, like, I wouldn't even know where to start at all. Like, aside from bars or anything like that. Like, a genuine, serious question about this era. Like, how do you meet people? Just go to a bar, bro. Go to a bar. It's like, I keep doing it over and over again. And I haven't really, it's not like, you have like this false expectation in your head of like how things should go. I don't know if that's just like Hollywood movies or whatever, or just, all that crap. But it just kind of always ends up like the same. I'm just not very well equipped with like social skills. It doesn't matter if I drink and like loosen myself up, and just like be more social, whatever. It doesn't really matter. I've said this before, but it's like, seriously, where do you go to meet people? Because I've been extremely bored. Like, I don't want to sound ungrateful or anything, because like ever since I got my apartment, I've just been kind of just pacing around like all fucking day long. Like, on my days off, I'll usually have 3 consecutive days off sometimes, or I'll have like 2 days. I have like a 4-day work schedule now. It's probably gonna change after the holidays, but like anytime I have off of work, even like after work, I'm just like so bored. I literally just don't even know what to do. I have nobody to talk to except for my coworker. And that's the thing. I'm just so sick of people. I'm just really, really sick of people as it is. So it's like, what do you do with that? Like, you're sick of people, yet at the same time you want love and affection, but also at the same time we're living in a weird era of just like this degeneracy and people just being fucking assholes, and you're like in this permanent dilemma of like hopefulness, optimism. You want to get out there and like actually start a family, meet someone, all that shit, but then you just keep getting canned and shit on the whole time by people. And I got really bad trust issues and shit like that. But yeah, it's just been really boring, coming from like the past year, looking over my shoulder, being paranoid 24/7 and shit, living in my car. Like, now I just finally have time to relax, it seems like, and just, recoup with like some kind of normalcy, I guess. And I'm just bored. You know what I mean? So like, I'll just go for drives all the time. And, I'm just like always on the road, it seems like. So, yeah, my coworker, he's been wanting me to hang out with him for like quite a while now. He wanted me to go to a bar with him on Halloween. I told him no, because I'm just like, I am really sick of bars. But again, like I keep saying, it's like, where else are you going to meet someone, even if you go to like a simple, like any store anywhere, doing a cold approach, like everyone's just looking down at their phone. Like, everyone's miserable nowadays and no one wants to talk, and like even small talk is boring as shit. And I'm just not equipped with like the fucking, the best social skills. And, my coworker, we were working the day before Thanksgiving. For some reason, they gave us, both of us, off on like Thanksgiving Day. So the day before, he was like trying to hype me up. He's like, dude, like, let's fucking go out tonight, man. It's gonna be one of the biggest. He's like, if you didn't know this, like, it's one of the biggest nights out for like a bar and shit. Like, if you want to go to a bar, apparently the day before Thanksgiving is like the most packed it'll ever be, and it's like just like this amazing thing where everybody's out. I mean, if you go to any major city, like if your state has like a major city, and you go to a bar like on a weekend, it'll be packed, like for sure. But I don't know, I'm not a fan of the bar scene, but I keep going out and like doing this shit to myself because it's like, how else am I supposed to have fun? Like, I'm fucking miserable and angry every day. I'm like fucking isolated as fuck. My family doesn't talk to me at all. All the friends I had in New York City, I don't talk to. So yeah, that just leaves me practically with my fucking coworker. And yeah, he kind of pressured me into it. He's like, you know, dude, let's just have fun, man. You know, my girlfriend, apparently his girl was like meeting up with like family the night before, probably cheating on him. Who the fuck knows? Because that's the funny thing. This guy was hitting on girls all night. And like when I kind of told him about it, he's like, no, dude, that doesn't count as cheating, bro. Because like flirting with girls, like if I were to kiss a girl, like that's still not cheating, bro. Because like, I don't know, she's just like trying to justify it. He's like, well, if I'm drunk, it doesn't count. And I even told him, I'm like, you know, do you like, like, you know, your girlfriend doesn't know you're doing this. Do you have the same fear that your girlfriend's cheating on you? And, you know, he was like, he's like, honestly, no, you know, because like, he's like, you don't understand her, bro. Like, she's like very, very, like socially anxious and like she's really bad with people. So like, no, she's fine, dude. I'm like, do you ever check her phone? And he's like, no, I have no reason to. Like, I trust her. Like, you know, she's fine. And I was like, okay, you know, like whatever. You know, and I don't know, I just find it weird. Yeah, this world sucks now. But anyway, I had to pick him up, you know, I had to be the designated driver because, you know, I'm quitting the alcohol. I got like a lot of, if you know, like I have a lot of health problems going on that I got to get sorted out now that I'm kind of more comfortable with my situation. Like I got to just work on a lot of things now that I'm kind of secure with like all the shit that I'm doing. But, at the same time, too, like the weather's just been horrible and bipolar and weird. Like it's been snowing, like sleet, rain. I don't know if you could hear it right now, but just very strange weather. I don't know, but my coworker as well, he was like, dude, I'm trying to get plastered tonight, man. You know, so you're gonna have to drive either way, bro. Like I was like, all right, whatever. And I picked up his coworker too, or his old like work friend. So my coworker, he's friends with some Hispanic dude who's like around the same age as him. He's like 27. And here's the funny thing too. When I asked him, or when he asked, he's like, how old are you? I told him to take a guess. I swear, I shit you not. He said 34. Like once I told him I was 25. Well, first, here's the thing. I was like fucking with him when he said that. He was like, oh, you look like about, I don't know, 33, 34 maybe. And I was like, I'm 37. He's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking 25. And he's like, no way. He's like, oh, you look a lot more. He's like, you look a lot older. I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole, but yeah, I thought you were older, man. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. He's like, there's no fucking way. And I'm like, dude, I swear, I literally showed him my fucking ID, and he's like, oh, okay. He's like, you're younger than me then. I'm like, yep. I was like, damn, that's brutal. I wasn't mad or anything. I kind of just, like, we're all just, like, laughing our fucking asses off because do I really look that defeated nowadays? You know what I mean? And this really made me, like, considerably question my weight. I'll get into it later, but I have been slowly losing weight. It's mainly just kind of, like, a plateaued weight at this point. I have been making, like, just home-cooked meals. Like, I've been trying to, but it's just, like, fucking food is so expensive and all this crap. Sometimes I'll like binge eat. I don't know if like that ruins it or not, but it's just like an addiction I have. Like it's really hard for me to eat healthy foods. Like the slop, just like it has a hold on me. It's got me by the fucking balls, man. You know, it's gonna be hard to lose weight. It's not gonna be like when I was younger, you know. I'll probably deal with this the rest of my life, like weight fluctuations and shit like that, but it is what it is. Like I got a lot more stuff like with my health to focus on. But anyway, you know, we drive there. We got there pretty late. We got there at like, I would say close to like 11 maybe. And I had to park far away because there's just so many people. And the one bar we wanted to go to, it was like we had to walk there 10 minutes in the freezing fucking cold. And I wear this hoodie that like I need to find a new hoodie bad because it's a 3XL. And it, for some reason, like the zipper, it doesn't really like go up all the way. Like it just, for some reason, the zipper just like goes down like to the middle of my like chest. I don't know why it does this, but it points like the fucking bottom of the hoodie. It just like points out, you know, so it makes my gut look 10 times fucking bigger. I just like look huge like wearing it, you know, anyway. So, but it's the only thing to keep me warm, you know. So we get there, 10-minute walk to this one bar, and that was the bar that Like, we've been there before, me and my coworker. It didn't bring back any PTSD memories. Like, thank God, like, if you know, you know, like, thank God that one fucking dude wasn't there. And his girlfriend, too. Like, thank God she wasn't there. But the weird thing is, so, yeah, 10-minute walk. And as we're, like, approaching the bar, like, we passed, like, some drunk people that were just kind of, like, really loud. But in particular, there was, like, a group of people that were behind us. Like, we were crossing the street, and, like, they were going, like, we ended up, they basically ended up behind us. So we're crossing the street, they end up behind us, and they're just so fucking annoying. They're just like screaming, being obnoxious. It's like a group of like 8 people. I kept turning around too, because like, I'm telling you, like, I'm just like, in a literal sense as well. Like, I literally am just constantly looking over my fucking shoulder, just paranoid 24/7 because of what I went through over the past 2 fucking years, you know, of my life. So I just keep turning around, and my coworker was just getting so like irritated, and I was too. I was getting pissed because they were just screaming like random shit, you know, just like megaphones installed in their fucking throats, yelling. And my coworker just like turned to his side and just went blah 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 blah, like making fun of them and shit. I don't know if like they heard it, but we got there. We had to wait in the line, and then like as we fucking, because they were like maybe like, I don't know, 20 feet behind us, and it just went silent for a bit, and I just hear this fucking kid start running behind me, and I turned to my left, and he just screamed. He was like some manlet. Probably, God, I feel bad now, because this kid probably just, because there were some girls in that group of people, right? So he was probably trying to like Jester Max his balls. I mean, I swear this kid was like maybe no taller than fucking like 5'5", I swear to God. And he ran like fucking Mario. Like, when Mario gets smacked on the fucking head and he becomes short, that's how he ran, I swear. And he was so drunk too that he couldn't even walk straight. Like, his head was tilted. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why the fuck. So anyway, yeah, he's running behind me, and I hear footsteps. I turn to my left a little bit, and he just screamed, "Piggyback ride!" I'm not sure if anyone was recording it. I don't know if the people behind me, like, that he was in that group with, were recording it, like the obnoxious people. But he fucking jumps on my back, and it was at such a weird angle that, like, it broke my belt. I don't know how, but the metal piece snapped. And I need this belt, you know, because I have, like, a weird waist size. Like, none of these clothes that I fucking wear, like, fit, you know, my waist. And I have to wear this belt, like, on the fucking, literally, like, the lowest setting, like, just for it to, like, hardly, like, fit on, you know. But anyway, so yeah, he just jumps on my back, and my belt breaks, and it was a $40 belt too, and it fucking broke. And this guy falls over into this group of people, like, because we literally had just gotten to the back of the fucking line, and he just gets up, and I swear he actually legitimately laughed like that SpongeBob surfer. He was like, "Guys, go run, run!" And they all just started running, and I couldn't find the little metal piece, like that like holds the belt together. I was gonna try and fix it, right? And I couldn't find it, and like this Mexican guy, you know, he was riding his bike, like, and I asked him to help me because like me, my coworker, and you know, his friend, like, we were all looking for the metal piece, and I don't know why, like, this guy just got off his bike, and I asked him, and he found it in like 2 seconds, and just like the whole thing was embarrassing as fuck. It was underneath the car that was like parked to the right, because we were on like the sidewalk, like to the right. There were like these cars, and it was like under there, and yeah, it broke. Like, I couldn't fix it, and I was like, fuck. So I had to have my hand on my pants, and I like, you know how like when you like in like those stereotypical like mean girl type of movies, like they put their hand on their hip and like they wave their finger, whatever the fuck. I just looked like a complete fruitcake, man, and I had to have it like my pants like that. I had to have my hand on my pants so it wouldn't fall down, because it kept sagging, and it looked like it would like stop midway. So it looked like I was wearing like a shitty diaper or something. It looked like I just shit my pants. Like, it looked like just this muffin top, because it kept sagging down. And it was just embarrassing. So the whole night I had to basically just try to keep my pants on, just hold the side of my pants to keep it on, and then like use my right hand to pull the right side up. God, it was just like it was so annoying, man. Like, that actually kind of like made me mad. But my coworker's just so drunk, he was like laughing his ass off and shit. Whatever, I don't care. But like, the people were more mad at like the fucking kid that ran, you know. But yeah, it was just embarrassing as fuck. Like, a bunch of people trying to find this broken belt buckle. God. But anyway, the bar we went to, it's just, wow, like I think honestly this is the best thing. Like if you're subhuman as fuck and you're invited to like an outing, I think this is maybe the best case scenario where the bars are so overloaded to the point where, yeah, there's a line outside. You have to like wait for people to leave. Because if you're constantly walking around and bumping into each other, it's not that bad. Because like no one's really gonna question like, oh, this guy's like awkward and weird. If you're just like constantly moving, you're bumping into. It is annoying. Like it is very anxiety inducing. But as opposed to like one of those college frat parties or like a fucking house party where there's like not too many people and you're just kind of awkwardly standing there in the corner. I used to do that, by the way. But if you're like that guy, people just pick up on that and they know you're like a complete fucking loser, you know? But, yeah, I'm just like constantly moving around. I kept losing my fucking coworker. He kept like running off somewhere, talking to girls, even though he has a girlfriend. He just was like, yeah, it gets old. He's like, relationships get old. You need a new thrill sometimes. As long as like, I don't, you know, put my thing in anyone, like it's fine. Like, I don't care. He's like, either way, like, it's fine, you know? I'm like, all right, what you do, you, man. Like, I'm not gonna hold you for it. Like, whatever, I don't care. But I did want to talk to some women. I did, which I will get into some life fuel in a second, about that. But he would bring over like some girls, like he'd be talking to some girls. I'd find him and he'd be like, hey buddy, man, where the fuck you been? I'm like, where the fuck have you been, dude? I keep losing you, dude. You're like a fucking wandering duck. We're like, yeah, boy, where the fuck you been, man? Come on. Like all just completely slurring his words. And I mean, it wasn't that bad at that point, but he was pretty fucked up, you know, and being like, I'm not gonna lie, like he was a little annoying, but every time I find him, he'd be talking to like a group of girls and he just like introduced me to them. And, you know, like at this point in my life, I don't know what I even want anymore. It's just like that whole, like my whole like love life experience is like just so non-existent to the point where I genuinely do not know how to talk to women. I just don't do it, you know? And I really don't have like this desire anyway too, because it's like, dude, I don't fucking know. It's like my sex drive is shot for like multiple reasons because I fell into this trap of slop, you know, with the seed oils. My testosterone is low due to Klinefelters. Like, there's a lot of shit I got to get fixed and get into check. Maybe if my sex drive comes back, I'll give a little bit of a shit. But right now, I don't give a shit. I don't know if it's age too, but something's changing, man. Like, I don't know. I'm like losing more and more desire for like a relationship to the point where like I just don't care, you know? After like multiple humiliation, like rejections and shit, and like having women like harass me over the years, I just kind of just don't care, you know? I don't want to like go through that. And I think a lot of guys are scared of rejection. But yeah, you know, like I would just talk just like, oh yeah, we you know, we do this and this is what we do for work and all this shit and blah 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 blah, you know, just small talk. I would try and let the like whatever girl I was talking to talk like more than me, because people like to talk about themselves, especially if they're drunk. Like you just go on and on and on. But you could tell it wasn't like they weren't interested in me. Like they were just talking to me to talk to me. Like it's very like guys have this really weird delusion where they think like any fucking female that like talks to them, even if they're being friendly, they think like, oh dude, she wants to hook up, bro. I'm telling you, like almost every guy, especially the ones that are kind of like me that have like minimal to zero female experience, they think that anything, and I mean anything, any sort of female interaction at all, right, means that, oh dude, she fucking wants me, bro. But I can already tell, you know, these are just friendly conversations. She's not interested in me, you know what I mean? So there's like kind of no point, like I can pick up on it. So yeah, you know, like there was that. We weren't at that bar for too long because we did stay out for like 3 hours, and mainly just going back and forth to like the same bars, because he was like, oh, let's go to this bar, oh, let's go back to that one, let's go to this one, let's go to that one, let's go to this one, let's go to that one, you know, because as it got later, like the lines were shorter and we just like bounced back and forth. But this one bar, it had like a rooftop, like a second, not like a rooftop, but like a second story to it. Pretty small. Like I wouldn't say it was like the top bar. It's like not like the biggest thing in the world, but like on the bottom, it's pretty big. And, you know, we were just the same shit. It's just, I think the upstairs is better anyway, because there's, you know, it's just like less space. I don't know, aesthetically it's better. I don't know. I just like the upstairs better of that one particular bar. And you know, I went to the bathroom, and there's like still a shitload of people, man. Like, I just mind blowing how many people were out that night. And I went to the bathroom. This was like a few hours later, around like, I don't know, maybe like 1 p.m., 1 something p.m. And so yeah, I go to the bathroom, I lose him again, and I just kind of wanted to take a breather, because like how the bar was set up, there's like this little hallway, and there's like the men's bathroom, the women's bathroom, but there's like nobody in that hallway for some reason. Like, there's hardly anybody in that hallway, or like near like the bathroom, like that little like opening for some reason. And I'm just like sitting there, you know, peace of mind. The music was still like blowing my eardrums out of my fucking head, you know, and my ears were ringing the next day. I was like, oh my God. It was like I just went underwater, you know, like anytime I would like hear something like after the bar, it just sounded like he was talking underwater, like my coworker and shit. Like, that's how obnoxiously loud the music, you know, was. The people are, all that shit. But yeah, I'm fucking sitting there on my phone for like 2 minutes, and this guy comes out, this like absolute like epitome Zoomer, you know, mushroom haircut. He was scrawny as fuck too, a little shorter than me. And the music was still loud, but he comes up to my ear and he says, "Why are you so fat?" And I said, "What?" Because I was like, I actually didn't even like, I feel like I knew what he said, but I wanted to make sure. I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Why are you so fat?" And I said, "What?" He's like, "Why are you so fat?" And I was like, "What?" I kept saying what, because I'm like, what is he trying to get at? And I keep saying what? And then like as he's walking away, like he's like, look, we have eye contact, and he walks away and points at me. He's like, "You're a fat fuck." And just started laughing, and I didn't even like care that much. And I found my coworker, you know, he was upstairs. I literally just saw him right after he did that. And they go up to my coworker, and I'm like, "Dude, you're not gonna fucking believe this. This fucking kid literally just came out the bathroom and asked me why I'm so fat." He's like, Who? And I was like, "Oh shit." I'm like, that kid, because I kind of like knew he would do something, because my coworker was pretty fucking drunk, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he was really, really drunk. But he's like, who? And he points to the kid. He was like with a group of people, and you know, he's like, come here, you know, come with me. I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." He's like, "No, come." And he's like grabbing my arm. He's like, come. So I was like, all right, whatever. And he literally goes up to this kid, because they were like kind of near the bathroom too. Like, they were in like the corner of like the bar. Like this Zoomer kid that made fun of me, and like his other fucking friends. They looked like typical like Zoomer frat kids, you know. And I didn't even give a shit. I really didn't even care, because I was like, you know what? I really do need to lose weight. This kid's fucking right, man. You know, I'm getting verbally harassed by this Zoomer. You know, I really let myself go this year, and since I haven't really been out that much, I haven't really had anybody to kind of question or like say anything about my weight. You know, because I've like just been alone this past year pretty much, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was just like, damn, you know, fuck. Now that someone said it to my face, I really got to do something about it. You know. But my coworker wasn't having it. He was like all mad, and he goes up to him. He's like, "Apologize to him right fucking now, bro." He's like, "Apologize to him." And this kid just started, he just pointed at him. I swear it was like some fucking Simpsons shit, like like Nelson from The Simpsons. He just points and just starts laughing. That's what he did. He's like, "Oh, is this your boyfriend?" And I was like, "Dude, let's just get the fuck out of here." And he was like, "Yeah, honestly, I was just like, let's go." Because I started fucking dying laughing, but my coworker was like ready to swing, and he couldn't even really walk, dude. I told him, I like was screaming in his ear. I'm like, "Dude, you're gonna get clobbered. Your head is gonna bounce off the fucking floor, you know." Like, if we actually got into a fight, like, we were outnumbered anyway, and this kid was such a drunk douche that he probably would have went like 110%, you know, on our fucking asses, you know. He would have knocked some hair follicles back in my head, and my fucking coworker would have fucking bounced his skull off the floor, you know. So I'm glad that didn't happen, but I wasn't too mad about it at all. Like, I really just didn't even give a shit. And like, we walked to this other bar. This was like the last bar we went to, which is actually some Life Fuel, which kind of made me happy. But the whole time we were walking there, he just was kind of like stumbling over himself. And he's like, "Fuck this shit, bro." Like, he's like, "Dude, like, I can't believe that kid said that to you. If I could go back there, I'd do this." And And I'm like, dude, just don't worry about it. I'm surprised you haven't forgotten because you're so damn drunk, I'm like, just drop it, dude. Like, I literally don't even care. So we went to this other bar, and this one had like a basement type of bar, but it was fucking huge. Like, the top stairs was like very narrow, and the bottom was fucking gigantic. Like, oh my God. And they were like closing soon too. So we went there, still like a shitload of people. And my coworker's just like, I need another drink, bro. That pissed me off, bro. That pissed me off. Come with me to the bar, bro. That pissed me off. He's like, let's talk, bro. That pissed me off. And the bar had no seats because there were so many people. Like, it was huge. They did have like tables and seats, like these just never ending like booth seats around the perimeter. They had like 2 DJs, one in the like each corner, or like diagonal to each other, I mean. And the bar was pretty big. Like, it's a pretty big fucking bar, but there's like a shitload of people. The floor was like all sticky and gross. I guess from people bumping into each other and knocking their drinks over. Really loud music. And, I'm waiting to like find an opening to get inside, to order a drink, to get a soda or whatever. And I shit you not, like, I've never had this happen in my life. I can already hear it now, like the comments, like, oh, fake sell, bro. Oh. But I swear this was, like, first off, like, this was an ego boost. It'll never happen to me ever again in a million years. And I've never experienced this before. And I'm pretty sure this is what Chad experiences. Like, this is like the good looking guy experience right here. But basically what happened, I swear to God. So, I'm standing there and I get a tap on my shoulder. And there's this blue-eyed 5'7" brunette that's, standing next to me, after tapping me on the shoulder. And she goes, do you date? She's like, do you date? And I go, what the fuck do you mean, do I date? I shouldn't have cursed. I shouldn't have said it like that. But it really caught me off guard, because when in a million years, like, it's never, who the fuck has ever had a female walk up to them and say that, right? And she's like, do you date? And I was like, well, I guess, yeah. Like, yes. And she's like, cool. My name's whatever. And gave me a handshake. She's like, give me your phone. So gave her my phone. She gave me her number. She spelled her name so wrong, guys. And it took her like literally fucking 30 seconds to type it. She was closing one eye. Like, she was spracked out of her fucking mind. But yeah, she said, I think you're cute. Like, was she really, at that point, like, I thought she was trolling. I'm not even joking. And she was. I actually don't even, I can't figure women out here. Like, I've had such a lack of experience. I don't even know what the fuck's going on, But anyway, so yeah, after she says that, she's like, you're cute, whatever. She types her name completely wrong. Surprisingly gave me the right number, though. But I even told her, I'm like, is that actually how you spell your name, with like all those R's and all those A's? She goes, yeah, well, I'm a little drunk, so. And she just walked away. And my coworker fucking flipped out. He got so jealous and kind of mad at me. He's like, dude, he's like, no way, bro. And he was like, dude, I want a girl to hit on me, bro. He was like, dude, she was totally into you. She gave you the fuck me eyes. And I kind of told him, I'm like, dude, she's on something. That is not alcohol, dude. I mean, it is, because I can like, I can just tell, but there's something else in the system. Like, this, she's not going to remember who I am, man. Like, there's literally zero chance. And like, this is just, I don't know, maybe because she was like squinting a little bit. Because when you got that drunk look on your face, you're squinting. So who knows? Maybe she saw that other ginger, the off the Shameless. Maybe she saw Ian Gallagher instead of Subhuman McGee. Who the fuck knows? But I don't know. I think the real ego boost was like, because even my coworker's friend, he saw it too, and he was like hyping me up. He's like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, I've never seen that shit before. What the fuck? He's like, she was told, because she did like this weird shit where like, as she walked away from me, like, I swear to God, the conversation was like 2 minutes. She just came up to me to say, do you date? I think you're cute. Here's my number, and I'm just like thinking anyway, like, she's got to be trolling, like there's just no possible way. But she like lifted her leg up like some fucking anime shit, and she literally went like, tee. I swear on my fucking life, like some weird laugh. She's like, hee. I was like, oh my God, dude, what the fuck is going on? But I felt like the man in that moment, like, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like the fucking man in that moment. I was like, holy shit, I've never had that happen. I was like kind of hyped up, but yeah, she walks away, and I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna like keep talking to her or whatever. And my coworker was just like, dude, you gotta. And, you know, like a couple minutes go by, we're still talking about it. Then my coworker's just so jealous. Like, he's like, dude, I have to have some girl hit on me, bro. I have to have some girl hit on me tonight, bro. He's like, I am a little jealous. But yeah, he just like kept talking about it. And, you know, after that, he just was like, we got to find her now. You know, we got to find like where she is. And, it's just like, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to like go up to her and start talking to her, because not only was she like really drunk, it just, I didn't know what to make of it. It was too like out of like my nature to like do that and like have that happen. And I was just really, really, really confused, you know, especially since I was sober too, right? So I'm already nervous as it is. And, you know, we found her, and I was like gonna walk up to her, but I was like, nah, fuck it. And my coworker just pushed me into her. She didn't even get mad. I don't even think she even kind of realized. She was like, oh, hey. And oh my God, she was with this, her friend, and there's this other guy in a wheelchair that he could walk. Like, he wasn't like permanently like disabled. He could actually walk. He had like some sort of spinal shit where like it hurts him to walk or something like that. And, you know, her friend is like a Giga Stacy. And here you have like this Asian guy in a wheelchair, and she just flat out says, like, in the middle of our conversation, she just goes like really fucking loud, like almost practically screaming. She's like, don't tell anyone, but, you know, she was referring to the guy in the wheelchair, really wants to get with, you know, the fucking Stacy. And I swear to God, they heard it or something. I don't know. But the whole time, you know, she's just like talking about just random shit. And I'm looking at this guy in the wheelchair. He just looks like absolutely fucking miserable and defeated. And the girl that he's trying to get with, you know, the Stacy, she looks like fucking pissed. Like, she kept looking at me like really, with like a really mean, nasty, like angry look on her fucking face. But, you know, me and the girl who asked for my number, we're just talking about random shit. And I was just, because she wasn't really making much sense. Like, she was very hyperly talking. She was like, you know, like, I'm going to school for art therapy. Yeah, so I can like teach the kid. Like, who the fuck? I was just like laughing my ass off. Like, I literally could not stop laughing because of just how ridiculous it was, you know. And her breath, holy fuck, her breath smelled like fucking poop. Like, so bad. Oh my God, it was like horrific, man. But my coworker came over with two green tea shots, and I was like, fuck it. You know, he literally bought it for me and her because he was like trying to help me out, right? And I was like, fuck, you know, I don't want to fucking drink and then, you know, just like just completely like you know, not fucking just go on a bender, you know. I'm like, fuck. So, but I did it anyway. I just had 1 to 2 drinks. Because he came back with another one, you know, and just buying us drinks because he like wanted to like see me with this girl or some shit. We just like talked about her career and like all this shit that she does or whatever. Like, that's like the slower version, but she was like all over the place. And I did ask her, I'm like, holy shit, like how much did you drink tonight? Like, what did you take? You know, she's like, I only had 4 drinks. And I'm like, you only had 4 drinks? She's like, yeah, well, it's probably the meds, though. It's probably the meds. I think it might be the meds with it. And I'm like, oh, boy, here we go again. I didn't even ask her what she was on. But she's like, yeah, it's probably the meds. I shouldn't really be drinking with meds, but I drink anyway. And plus, she was young as fuck, too. She was only 22. I mean, I know that's only 3 years older than me, but, like, I feel like I was such a different person at 22 compared to now. Like, I've like, matured a lot since then, you know. I feel like so much more of an adult. Like, I don't want to go through like that fucking immature bullshit anyway, you know what I mean? I guess I can't afford to be picky because I'm subhuman, but I knew it wasn't going to work anyway with this woman because like I just knew, I had this feeling, you know. I knew she was drunk. I knew she was either like trolling or I don't even know, man, just really weird. But yeah, she eventually goes like, oh, we're gonna go upstairs, so you know, whatever, I'll see you. And, you know, the Asian guy just picks up his wheelchair and, like, walks up the stairs and just, like, defeated. And I'm like, damn, like, it's just, like, really sad and brutal. But I didn't really think much of it. And he's like, how'd it go? You know, my coworker's like, how'd it go? Like, I don't know. We just talked about random shit, dude. Thanks for the shots, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I was in a better mood anyway. So, like, yeah, those 2 shots, I haven't drank in a while, and they, you know, it felt nice. And it was like a big ego boost, even though I knew nothing would come out of it. like, I just was like, whatever, man, like, it is what it is. But here's like the kicker, because we waited down there until they closed, and when we fucking came upstairs, she was talking to another guy. So like, that's the thing. I don't know, man. He honestly is probably like my coworker, you know, because my coworker, even though he's like dating and shit, he like he hits on random girls and talks to girls because for the attention factor. Maybe that's what she was doing. I don't know. I can't read women. I don't know what the hell's going on. And it kind of like made me mad, because even seeing that, I knew, like, I even told, like, as we were walking back to my car, I told them, I'm like, did you guys see like her talking to another guy? And, you know, my coworker was coping. He was like, oh, well, you know, maybe it was like a friend of hers or something. He's like, you never know, bro. He's like, trust me, text her. Because I was like going to text her that night. He's like, no, dude, you got to do it like this, like this. And even like my coworker's friend was like trying to give me advice too and shit. It's just like a fucking mess. I just wanted to fucking go, you know, back to my fucking apartment and just rot. You know, I was like, fuck this. But they're just like giving such cope advice that just made me cringe my balls off. And because I knew deep down, once I saw her with that other guy, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. It's over. Fucking just completely done. So, yeah, the next day on Thanksgiving, I was like, should I fucking, you know, text her? So I did text her, you know, I texted her. I was like, hey, you know, blah, blah, blah. How's it going? Remember me from the bar? It went through, like, delivered, you know, blue text. And then I called her, which was sort of a stupid idea to do. I probably shouldn't have done that. But she literally has a voicemail set up to her name. So, like, she left, like, a customized voice message, like, this is da-da-da. So I knew it was her. Like, I knew it was her fucking number. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then literally just today, I fucking texted her, like, I just to, like, make sure. I'm like, hey, is this, you know, I said her name. And it went through as green, so she blocked me. I didn't even get a chance to, like, talk to her. Like, do women just, I don't know, was she fucking with me? Like, there's, like, so many different options that, like, I don't even know which one could possibly even be the case of truth, you know? Like, was she actually that drunk that she thought I was, like, you know, they call them the beer goggles or whatever, where, like, you're so drunk you think, like, every guy looks fucking hot or whatever, or every chick looks hot, whatever. Was she just fucking with me? Was it genuine? I don't know. Was she doing it for attention? You'll never know. And I'm going to drive myself insane if I keep thinking about, like, all the possibilities of, like, what that interaction was, because I've never had that happen. So I don't want to beat myself up over it. You know, my coworker's kind of, like, bummed out. I texted him and he's like, dude, that's fucking weird, bro. He's like, honestly, yeah, it's just like, he's like, you were a little right about that. It's just, like, really weird. I'm like, yeah, no shit. I don't know. I wouldn't talk to, like, drunk women because they're going to forget about you regardless anyway, I would suppose. I wasn't going to send her a picture of myself because I just don't do that. You know, like, why the fuck would I do that? I don't know. I was wearing a hat so she couldn't see how bad my hairline was. So who knows? I don't know. And I got to get my, you know, now that everything's settled, I got to get my teeth fucking fixed, man, because I haven't been to the dentist in, like, ever since I left New York City, I haven't been to the dentist, and my teeth are, like, really plaqued up. You know, I just kind of stopped giving a shit. And I stopped wearing my retainer, and my teeth are kind of shifting a little bit too, which I didn't even think. I remember even, like, looking that up. I remember looking up, like, oh, if you stop wearing your retainer, because I had braces on for 11 years on and off, right? So I guess, like, since I had them on for so long, my teeth, like, really are that fucked up. And, you know, my front tooth is kind of getting pushed back a little bit. The bottom ones are now crooked. The front's not too bad, but they are, like, yellow and plaqued. Like, I don't look in the mirror a lot. I gotta start doing that, even though, like, I give myself jump scares and get miserable. Like, I gotta really take care of myself now, especially after, like, that. I don't know, though. Like, if she actually was genuine and serious and she didn't, like, randomly block me without, like, fucking even saying anything, like, if she actually did, like, say, like, oh, you know, let's hang out, that would probably be, like, a huge motivation booster to, like, improve myself. Like, I'd be like, fuck, now I gotta fucking get on it. Now I have, like, a purpose, like, something to actually do. Like, what actually is self-improvement without purpose? Because, yeah, like I said, like, if she said, like, let's hang out, whatever, I would just be on top of everything, you know, just like, oh, fuck, hit the gym, you know. all that shit, you know, get fucking lose weight, I'd be like really dedicated to it, you know. But yeah, I mean, it was a weird night, a very weird night for sure. Like as we were driving home, even my coworker was like, he was like, you know, when we dropped off his friend, like his old work friend, my coworker was like, dude, he's like, you know, he's like, the reason why I like you, man, because at this point he's like pretty fucking hammered. He was like, the reason why I like you, man, is because he's like, you remind me of like a walking Family Guy episode. He's like, you're funny as shit, bro. He's like, I just, you know, I feel bad, bro, because you seem like you don't really do much, and I want to get you, you know, moving and shit, bro. You're funny as shit. He's like, I love you, bro. I'm like, all right, cool. You know, I mean, I don't know. My coworker's kind of growing on me. I mean, how the fuck could he not? Because, like, I work with this guy, like, almost every fucking day. You know, sometimes it's someone else, but it's mostly him, you know, and we're in a truck together, you know, for hours on end, you know, so your only option is to, like, talk to somebody, you know, talk to him. So, yeah, I don't know. It was like an experience for sure, but, like, the fucking belt thing and the, you know, the guy calling me fat, I mean, it is what it is, you know. I did see someone in handcuffs, though. I only got, like, a glimpse, but someone must have done something fucked up. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure, like, if you guys have gone out to bars, you've had, like, similar shit. Just, like, it's just drunk people. Like, I don't hold them for it, really, like, unless they don't fucking... I don't know, unless I don't get, like, my ass whooped for no reason, for, like, actually no reason, then, like, I guess it's fine, like, when people just say random shit to me while drunk, because, like, you're so low inhibition when you're drunk, you just say whatever's on your mind. I don't really, like, hold it against them, because, like, I've been there many times, you know, I've struggled with alcohol. I still kind of am a little bit, but, I'm glad I only stopped at those 2 green tea shots, you know. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for now.